The recent series of incidents with his teammate Casper Ackermann, both on and off the track, have marred the start of Aiden Jackson's rookie F1 season. With the French Grand Prix coming up, Jackson is keen to find his form that brought him so much success in F1.
It's that time once again, the final moment before lights out and the charge down to turn 1. Who will come out on top at Paul Ricard today? We'll find out soon as the French Grand Prix gets underway. Here we are then at the Circuit Paul Ricard in France, the 10th race of the 2020 Formula 1 season. And the standings are starting to take some kind of shape, Ant.
Yeah, exactly. You've got your big three jostling for position at the top, so no surprises there. A little less predictable in the midfield, though you could make an argument for Haas underperforming somewhat.
The two Haas drivers denying each other points, perhaps? Well, it's all to race for and a lot of season left ahead of us. So let's see how it all pans out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Norris, Vettel, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Ackermann, Devon Butler and Albon, Russell, Kvyat, Antonio Giovinazzi and Aiden Jackson. Gasly and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, we've not quite had the start of the season we'd hoped for, but we've got a chance to make up some ground today. Try to keep your nose clean and show us what you've got. Good luck, Aiden.
And as you can see now, we are fighting outside them ever so hard. As you saw it on the left-hand side of the screen at the start, we have to get past all the Renault-powered cars, and it's immediately done that by overtaking the car on Sainz. If you remember, in the 2020 Formula 1 season, all the McLaren-powered cars had Renault engines in them, and Carlos is fighting back, being the smooth operator. He's going to try and take it on the outside, but after the shenanigans of last episode, weird video version 2 are never going to work. Whichever again, he's still giving us a very good run for our money as we're going to accelerate the footage a little bit because it's hopefully processional. However, we're going to try and send a move, or should I say, Aiden Jackson is on the outside of Lando Norris, our third target in this challenge, and we've successfully overtaken him on lap number 1, up to 2. And then speaking of lap 2, we are now going to fight a couple of cars which at the very top end of this train, in 4th place, is Charles Leclerc, and we're about to overtake his teammates back to medal now. Not even the ERS, just ERS is good enough for us. And we've successfully got past the fellow Ferrari-powered car and the 4-time world champion. We're set behind the Mexican, who has horribly locked up there, going into that set of corners after the first set of the ERS section on the course. Actually, it would be the second because we'll start this time. Go to the ERS zone. But anyway, doesn't really matter what we're saying, as we're about to overtake the Mexican. We're going to try and send the move around to the outside. Aiden Jackson, after the Chinese Grand Prix, has really come alive and he's really finding his form. It's not like Breaking Point was, too stressful for a Haas playthrough at all. As we're about to absolutely send a move on the Australian Daniel Ricciardo, And finally, actually, because of how aggressive Jackson was being, it's now forced an incredible scrap between the Australian and the Monegasque for 5th place. Both cars are relatively around the same performance, so we'll see which one manages to get ahead from our rear view mirror, as you can see. But it is Charles Leclerc or Leclerc who even tries to set the wheel on the outside of us, but Aiden Jackson has come alive in the middle half of the 2020 season. And so we are going to accelerate to lap 4, where Charles is starting to get a bit of a sniff. Aiden Jackson has gotten a little bit complacent as he's been, as you can see, trying to save a lot of fuel there. But with that said, Charles Leclerc is going to keep fighting, but as soon as we put our power there, the poor Ferrari didn't stand too much of a chance. But remember, he is a Ferrari.
We're leading our
the
teammate
tyres and the pace and the
8.0
DRS.
seconds.
But it's not quite enough as Aiden relatively fairly slammed the door in, and hence that could take a gap. So as you can see, as we jump forward to lap number 9, or on to 10, the medium tyres are starting to get a bit worn out. All of them are 39% or 40, we should say, or greater. So we're about to come in.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
What an only pit stop in this 25% race. We have to slow it to the line, and as you can see, it took us a few tries, but we got there in the end to slow it down. Maybe we were doing this right at the games. Our launch actually on version 1.3, if I'm not mistaken. So, due to Haas doing really badly in the constructor in 2019, but all the way, it's the end of the pit lane, but finally, the young Brett, number 89, is able to make his pit stop onto a set of soft tyres. Now the real question is that we overtook the likes of Hamilton, Verstappen and Bottas through the pits. That's why we didn't bother showing it, because it's not really that exciting. However, will we be able to maintain our advantage over the two Mercedes and the Red Bull? Just about by 0.2 of a second, Aiden Jackson is able to maintain his incredible lead, and due to being on the faster rubber, is going to bolt away and currently do a pit stop if we so desire. But with that said, we're now going to come across the line to win the French Grand Prix.
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Brilliant stuff from Haas today. What a superb victory. Business as usual for the big three, but a bit of a reshuffle in the midfield here in France.
That's certainly much better from Haas. Frankly, they should be in the mix more often. On a good day, they're as good as anyone in that midfield pack.
And they've certainly proved it today. The quality and fantastic result of the Haas team will have been noticed by everyone else out there today. You can see why everyone's taking them so seriously. These drivers will be hot property by the end of the season.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Aiden, congratulations! You got on the podium. That's a fantastic result for both you and the team. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's a team effort. I'm just the one behind the wheel. It was an amazing result today, and I think everyone deserves it. I'm just pleased I could bring it home for them.
Well, it's such a great result, especially since it's your first season in Formula One. Would you say you found your feet now since the jump to F1?
I reckon so. I'd say the result today shows I can handle an F1 car just as well as an F2 one, no matter what people say. I think the team would agree with me.
So there's no current tensions within the team. We've all seen that you and Casper have locked horns so far this season. Is that something that's now behind you?
Well, that's up to Casper. Maybe he thinks I'm yet to prove myself. Who knows? Hopefully today's gone some way to doing that. If there is still a problem between us, it's not from me.
Appreciate your time.
After Aiden Jackson won the French Grand Prix to firmly cement Haas as a contender in the crowded midfield pack of the Formula One grid, much to the delight of the team's management and
Brian.
Aiden, just so you know, there's a full team meeting in 20 minutes.
No worries.
We just want to review our strategy while the race is still fresh in our minds.
Right, okay. I'll see you there.
Listen, while you're on, I just wanted to say that was some solid driving out there today. I'm impressed.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian.
Put it this way, it's been noticed. Well done, kid. I'll see you in the meeting.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. Just calling to say well done, as usual. You okay?
Thanks, Mum. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. I think I delivered today.
I thought so. And I think the neighbors probably did too. I couldn't stop shouting.
Oh, not again.
I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
Hey, it's Silverstone soon.
So does that mean you'll be home for a few days?
Probably. I'll try and get over for a day or two, either side of race weekend.
You know, Silverstone was always your dad's favorite track.
I know. You're still coming to the race, right?
Do you really think I'd miss out on the VIP treatment? Of course I'm coming. I just wish it wasn't on my own, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I'll be there. And I can't wait to see you.
Me too. Anyway, I won't keep you. I imagine you want to go and celebrate. Well done again. Love you.
Love you too, Mum. Speak soon.